This is Natural Powerlifting Radio. Deadlifts, chicken nuggets, video games. This is Check My Total, a powerlifting podcast with Timothy Payne and Andrew Hinson.
Welcome everybody to another episode. This episode is special because we got Brandon, the King Arthur, on the show. What up, man?
What's up, guys?
So, not too long ago, you did something pretty special.
Yeah, I saw those numbers.
Yeah, I guess so. You could say that.
So, by last April, I mean like just a couple weeks ago, Mr. Brandon Arthur finally hit 198 Full Power Elite.
That's right.
Yeah.
With a 1510 total. So, I think that puts you in what, second place in Iron Boy as far as the 198s go?
Yeah, I think that's number 2. I think number 1's 1525 or 1530, something like that.
Okay.
There you go.
I know you were shooting hard for it.
Yeah.
The 1530.
Yeah.
Man, that's pretty awesome. So, like, how did it feel that day? Was everything going all right? Was it a good day, bad day?
I felt pretty good. Squats went well. I went 2 for 3 on squats. I got called for depth on my opener. It was really easy, so I decided to go up on my second attempt, which I know a lot of people wouldn't do when they got red lighted for the first attempt.
Yeah.
So I took it kind of conservative. I was trying to get a triple body weight squat that day, and I ended with a 580 squat. Bench, I was pretty disappointed with. My bench was going good all through training. I was having some wrist pain all day warming up through bench press. That just came out of nowhere. I think I set up with my hands too narrow on my squat on my third attempt, and I think that kind of messed it up a little bit.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Well, what about your deadlift?
Deadlifts went really well. I've never gone 3 for 3 in my deadlifts before, and I went 3 for 3. I opened at 495. That moved well, and I took a pretty small jump to, I think it was 510 for my second attempt, just because that would have given me the elite total.
Yeah.
And that moved really easy. So I jumped to 535 on my final pull, and that one was really easy too. I think I probably had maybe 20, 25 more pounds than me on deadlift.
Yeah, I definitely think that too. That 535 was pretty quick.
I was cracking up on my second attempt at deadlift because when I locked it out, Tim just smiled at me, and he gave me the down command. I'm like, yeah,
man. It was an important moment. I was happy.
Yep.
But I love that's because we preach this all the time that you went for all your numbers on your second attempts just in case something happened.
Yep.
So.
It kind of killed me not to bench press at least 400, but I guess with the weight cut and all that, that's not too bad.
Yeah, so let's talk about that. What'd you weigh the meet before this, and how long ago was that?
That was in Monroe in September. I competed 220 then. I was 217, and I only totaled 1495 in that meet. So I dropped to about 20. I think when we weighed in Friday, I was 196.
Okay.
So I was about 2 pounds under. So I guess it's good because I dropped a whole weight class and still put 20 pounds on my total.
Oh yeah, that's extremely good.
Yeah.
So, like, how did you go about cutting the weight? Was it just a slow progression thing?
I really started cutting weight in December. And I started to run the keto diet, and I was just cutting out carbs, keeping my fats really high, keeping my protein high. And that slowly just started to shed pounds off of me. I actually made weight. It was about 3 weeks before the April competition. So I started to throw back in carbs, and I was starting to have a lot more energy training. And I think that helped a lot because I was able to kind of maintain my body weight while eating whatever I kind of wanted to eat
Yeah.
and still getting stronger and staying right around 198, 200 pounds.
Yeah, and having those 3 weeks to kind of just train there.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's smart. I think when people cut, I think they need to be at their competition weight for probably 3 to 4 weeks at least.
Because I never do good when I try to cut 10, 12 pounds, 48 to 72 hours out. I've tried that before, and I never perform well.
Man, that's exciting. Well, how'd you feel? How'd you feel when you hit it? When you hit a week, you did it.
I was excited. I was really pumped.
Man. How long have you been working towards that goal?
Probably since last April. Because last April was my first competition with Iron Boy. And it was my first competition in about 2 years, coming back from a couple of just nagging injuries. And I was 242 then, and I think the elite total for that's like 1625, and I wasn't even close to that. And then I dropped to 220, and I was a little bit closer. And I dropped to 198, and I finally got it.
So was that always the plan, just to go to 198, or it just happened over time?
It kind of just happened over time because my weight cut to 220 was always really simple because I would walk around to like 230.
Okay.
And then I just cut 10 pounds really easy. And I decided that I wanted to do a meet at 198, so I was really able to push myself.
Okay. Yeah. So at any point were you thinking of like hitting the 220 number before you went to 198?
I was, and I might go back to 220 and try to hit that eventually.
All you gotta be is 199. That'd be fine.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, right.
There you go.
What'd you wake up weighing this morning? You still?
When I got home from the gym today, I weighed myself and I was 204.
See, that's perfect, man.
So I'm still hanging around 198.
Yeah. And has your eating changed any, or you?
I have more cheat meals than I did before. I eat pretty much whatever. I still try to keep it pretty healthy throughout the week, and then I'll have a pizza or something on the weekends.
Yeah.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Nope.
You gotta have some pizza.
Chicken nuggets.
That's right. Man, I really want some chicken nuggets.
Well, I gotta say, when you walked in Friday, I knew it was gonna be your weekend. Like, you were really calm, and I don't know, everything just felt really good. Like, you didn't seem nervous or anything. Even Saturday morning.
I know I walked in and you looked at me, and you looked away, and then you looked back at me, and you were like, "Man, you are tiny."
I didn't know who you were.
I was like, I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing.
Well, you look good. I mean, I just didn't know who you were. Andrew's getting tiny too. It's okay.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, I rag on him all the time.
I used to be like pretty fat. Like I used to be like 255. That was the heaviest I've ever been, was 255. Yeah. And I don't even know when that was. That was like I was a senior in high school. And I think ever since then I've just slowly been losing weight.
Yeah.
I just can't. I remember this is what I used to do. I would used to multiple times a week. I'd go to McDonald's and I would get 6 McDoubles, a large fry, and an Oreo McFlurry. Probably 2 times a week.
That sounds awesome.
And you would do that in one sitting?
Yeah, one sitting.
Wow.
I don't know if I could do that. 6
I don't know
McDoubles.
if I could either.
Yeah.
6 McDoubles, a large fry, and an Oreo McFlurry. I could do it in one sitting, easy.
I think 4 is what I've done before.
Yeah. I'm more of a fan of the McChickens.
I will admit though, so I haven't had a McChicken in a while.
Mm-hmm.
I got it. I haven't been to McDonald's in a while, but last time I got a McChicken, I was impressed because like I don't know what it is about they got this like perfect mayonnaise to lettuce ratio on chicken. It goes really well. Like it's a good tasting mayonnaise. It don't taste like I don't know. It's good.
That's funny.
See, I'm not plain, dude. I'd be just eating the chicken patty, throw some ketchup on it.
Yeah, I miss those days. I can't do that no more. I don't even know if I can eat 3 McDoubles now, to be honest. Like, I just can't do it anymore. But they were good times, though. I still, sometimes bring back Thick through. Sometimes I wouldn't mind going back to those Oreo McFlurry days.
Do it while you're young.
Yeah, for real.
And you're good. You're good.
I had fun.
Brandon, what's your go-to cheat meal, though, on Saturday?
What did I eat Saturday? We weighed in, and I always try to knock out a bunch of sweets, like just right after I weigh in, and I kill some Pedialyte. Pedialyte's my go-to drink.
Huh.
Okay.
And I went to this little Italian place close to where my apartment was, and I got a large meat lover's pizza and a order of lasagna, and I ate pretty much all that the night before.
Friday night?
Yep, Friday night.
Cool.
And then I got up Saturday, and I really don't like to eat a whole lot before the competition just because I got the jitters and I'm nervous. But once I get that first squat out the way, I'm happy.
So do you eat anything throughout the meet?
I normally try to stick to like muffins, bananas, just like fast acting carbs.
Okay.
And my main thing during meet day is just staying hydrated. Just trying to keep water in me, keep Pedialyte in me.
I've actually never had Pedialyte ever.
Pedialyte's awesome. What I do is I mix half a Pedialyte with half a Powerade.
Yeah.
Because just straight Pedialyte's really thick. It's kind of like Jello.
But
if you dilute it with some Powerade, it's really good.
Yeah. I agree with that. Like diluting it.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, you gotta get all them electrolytes, man.
Yep. It's probably the first competition in a long time that I've not cramped up.
Oh, nice.
Shout out to the Pedialyte.
And I guess shout out to it raining all weekend. It was not fun when it came to moving stuff in and out of there.
Yeah. It seems like every time I do a Ironboard meet, it's
hurricane weather. Yeah.
Yeah. The one in September was that crazy hurricane.
Yeah, that was crazy.
Yeah.
So what would you say your like the hardest part of this meet prep was? Was it sticking to the diet? Was it the training?
I've had a strained adductor on my right side for probably about 3 or 4 months, and it really didn't start getting any stronger until like a few weeks out from the competition. So I was really thinking about trying to go lighter on my squats, because it was about 6 weeks out. I took a heavy single in the gym. It was like a 525 squat, and it was really hard just because coming out of the hole was so painful. So I really tried to do a lot of stretching and just body tempering and really strengthen that adductor. And I got some new knee wraps too, and that really helped sort of shoot me out of the hole. But come meet day, everything kind of came around, and I was able to put up a pretty good squat without getting hurt any more than I already am.
Yeah.
Do you think those wraps had anything to do with your depth on that first squat, them being new?
I might have wrapped them a little too tight for my first one, and that's kind of why I decided to go a little bit heavier on my second attempt, just like push me down a little bit more in the hole.
Okay.
What kind of wraps are they?
They're the Frank Daddy Chokers by Pioneer. They're purple.
Okay.
And they cut me up too.
Oh, are you going to stick with them? You like them? You don't like them?
I really like them, but I think I'm going to take I squatted in them the other day, but I'm thinking about doing a training cycle just in sleeves for a couple of weeks.
Yeah.
How far out do you start using knee wraps from a meet?
Probably about 6 to 8 weeks.
Okay.
whenever I really start to decrease the volume of my squats, because I hate doing high rep squats and knee wraps.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
what do you consider a training cycle? Is that 12 weeks?
Yeah, 8 to 12 weeks, somewhere in there.
Okay.
With at least like 2 deload weeks thrown in there too.
Yeah.
That's pretty neat. I've never actually. I don't think I know anyone that uses those wraps. I might have to look into them whenever I get back in the wraps.
Yeah, they're really stiff, but at the same time, you get a lot of rebound. I've never used any wrap like them because they're really similar to the slingshot ones with like stretchiness wise.
Oh.
But they're really stiff too.
Huh. It's interesting. When I train for a meet, I have to I have to start using knee wraps like 10 weeks out because it takes me forever to get used to them, and I have to start. Like I'll throw like 315 on the bar and just do a extremely high rep set just so I can get the feel and then slowly work it up.
Yeah, because it seems like a lot of people squat one way in sleeves and then a completely different way in wraps.
Yeah. It can change your lift up.
Yep.
Yeah. I don't know what I would do wearing knee wraps right now because I can't tell you the last time I've had a knee wrap on my knee. It definitely throws me off. Like, I have no clue how low I'm getting or anything when I put a knee wrap on.
Yeah. My thing on the whenever we had the competition after I failed my first squat to depth, on my second one I really made sure that I got to where I thought was parallel, and then I sunk it like just for a few more seconds.
There you go. Get that depth.
Yes.
Yeah, man, it's hard to read it on you because you got these huge legs. You got a lot of thigh on top of your bone.
Yeah. Plus my legs are so short too. So.
Yeah. Well, that's why you can squat 600 pounds. It's some hard work.
Yeah, so what would you say is like unique about your training for this competition? You do anything unique that a bunch of people don't do, or just the normal grind?
I didn't do anything really outside of my normal training. I recently just changed gyms, and it's more of a powerlifting style gym. It's because I trained at a commercial gym prior to that. Yeah. And I'm excited to see how my training goes for my next competition because they have all kinds of specialty bars. It's really hardcore atmosphere. So I think I'll probably put up some good numbers just from changing from one place to another.
What's the name of it and where is it at?
It's called No Limits Fitness, and it's in Monroe.
Okay.
Wait, is that a like a chain gym or is that unique?
No, that's just a unique gym.
Okay, I was asking because close to where I live, there's a gym opening called No Limits.
Really?
Yeah, so I was just curious. I mean, I've never been in there, but I think it's opening soon.
Cool. Yeah, this place has everything you can really ask for. I signed up there the week after the competition, and I was curious because I thought I had a pretty good amount left in my deadlift, so I maxed on deadlifts, and I threw on some wraps or some straps, and I pulled 585 on a deadlift bar. I don't think I've ever pulled that before. That was pretty fun.
Is that the first time you used a deadlift bar?
I've used them in competition, but I've never actually trained on one.
Gotcha. Man, I don't know how you go from a competition to maxing out your deadlifts.
I think it was like 5 days after.
Goodness.
Because he didn't max out his deadlift. We've been over it.
That's true.
Because I signed up and I went in there and I was like, I don't have any kind of training program. I don't have anything I got to do today, so let's just see how heavy max effort deadlifts go.
Yeah. Yeah. Your 535 definitely could have been your opener.
Yeah.
During your meet prep, was there any certain weakness or anything that you were trying to work on?
Yeah. Bench press really started to go whenever my weight started to go. I think the last good bench press day I had during that training block, I was like 210, and I think I doubled 410. And it seemed like a few weeks after that, I could hardly get 395 off my chest. It took everything I had, but I was slowly dropping weight, and my range of motion was getting like longer because I guess I was losing stomach fat, and I always try to push my stomach up as high as I can.
Yeah.
So that really took a toll on me.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. Rip to the belly fat, man.
The power belly.
So what you got going on now with training? You just kind of enjoying it, taking a little break, or you got another competition in mind?
I was gonna plan on. I know last year IBP came to Monroe. If they were gonna do that one in September sometime, that would probably be my next actual meet. But as for now, the gym that I go to, they've got a bunch of chains, a bunch of bands. So I'm really doing like conjugate style training, just speed stuff, having fun.
Yeah, man.
Well, are you looking to do anything in October for like nationals?
I might, depending on where it's at.
Yeah.
Because I checked on the website the other day, and it said it's still to be determined.
Well, I've got some breaking news. We're going to be back in Belmont.
No way.
Yeah, so it's going to be in Belmont on April. It's either 17th and 18th or 18th and 19th. Not April, October. What am I talking about?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, then I'm only like 20 minutes from there, so I'll definitely see you there.
Yeah, because I'm not sure if we're going back to Monroe. Yeah, so it'll be October.
Okay.
October 18th will be Friday night, and then 19th Saturday. And I think we're just going to do everybody on Saturday this year.
Cool. And that's 24-hour weigh-ins, right?
Yeah. So,
awesome.
Yeah. Usually we run like a bench press meet that night, Friday night, just because we're in there anyway. But awesome. You can come weigh in Friday night since, like I said, everybody will be on Saturday this year.
Yeah. Cool.
So, mark your calendar.
Yep. I'll be there.
What's the 220 Elite number?
1535.
Yeah.
I'll probably go 198 again for that one.
Yes, you can beat out Don Craig.
I want to try a total anywhere between 1560 and as close to 1600 as I can.
Yeah, that'd be awesome at 198.
Yeah, it would.
Well, even 220 around 1600.
I really want that triple bodyweight squat.
Let's do it, 600.
Yeah. I don't think we've done the top 10 for those yet, so I'm not even sure what it would be. The squat, top squat.
Yeah. Because I know me and Michael tied, but I think he weighed in less than I did.
Yes. I know I did the records, but I can't remember which one of you got it. Well, no, yeah, you're right, because I texted you. I said Burleson was lighter. Yeah.
That's pretty neat.
Mm-hmm.
Good old Burleson. It was his birthday the other day.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. I wonder if he's going to compete in nationals. I wonder what he's up to.
Yeah, I guess he just got the flu or whatever, and he didn't decide to do April.
Yep.
So I hope to see him in October.
Me too.
Y'all are built a lot alike.
Yep. And we're both good at squat and bench, and we both hate deadlifts.
Well, he's been trying to work that sumo.
Mm-hmm.
And you looked good doing your sumo.
Yeah.
Do you like sumo over conventional?
I think conventional looks cooler, that's for sure. But I pull a whole lot more sumo. Because I still try to train conventional, just change them up, because I think they both train certain weak points. But ultimately, my sumo is probably about 30 pounds stronger.
Is there anything interesting you do for your deadlift preparation? Like any kind of accessory work?
I do a lot of deficit deadlifts, but I do those conventional because normally sumo pullers they're slow off the ground.
Mhm.
I'm the complete opposite. I'm really fast off the ground.
Well, that makes the lockout easier.
Yeah, but I get to a point at like mid thigh where I can't lock it out, but it flies off the ground.
Wow.
I'd have to watch it again, but I don't know
Yeah.
if you listened to our podcast last week where we talked about it. A lot of people think it's your hips at the top when a lot of times it's your middle back being flared out. I don't remember
Yeah.
what you looked like.
Yeah. I think something that I need to work on with my sumo a lot is my mobility, because I think the more upright that I can get, the stronger my lockout's going to be.
Yeah, I agree with that. And Don Craig's definitely that way. He's straight up and down.
Yep.
Hey, at that gym you go to, if you got a safety squat bar at that gym or yoke
Yep.
bar, you should use that, man.
Yeah. I hate that thing.
Yeah, it ain't fun, but
No.
man, it'll put some pounds on your squat.
Yeah. I've been training a lot with a buffalo bar, and
How do you like that thing?
it's awesome. It takes all the stress off your elbows. You can really let it sink into your upper back, and my weak part of my squat is my lockout, and that like kind of sits forward, similar to like a front squat. It kind of sits out in front of you, so I think it helps me train my lockout a whole lot.
Nice. I've never used one, so
Me neither.
never had access to one.
Mm-hmm.
I watched your bench press video that you posted using it.
Yep. I threw some chains on it.
Yeah, they look good, and you're getting that extra range of motion.
Yep. It's really humbling though, because that thing on squats it's not that different, but on bench press it's night and day.
Does it try and
Would
roll?
there be an arch? Yeah, that's what I was going to ask.
Yeah, does it roll on your hands when you're bench pressing?
Yep. If you press it too fast, a few times I've almost lost it because it swings.
Yeah, that makes sense to me. So, buffalo bar, sexy squat bar, deadlift bar. Anything else crazy that you use?
No, I think
Said
that's about it.
chains.
Yeah, some chains.
Do you use bands when you lift?
I switch it up every other week now. 1 week I'll use chains, 1 week I'll use bands.
When you do your bands, is that from the bottom or from the top? Like reverse bands or regular bands?
Oh, from the bottom. Yeah.
Okay, so regular bands.
Yep.
Okay. Well, I'm a real champion, sponsor, whatever you want to call it, for reverse bands.
Yeah.
Because it doesn't kill your nervous system as much, hanging all your stuff from the top of the rack.
That's true. I've never thought of it like that.
Yeah, I think you can do it more weeks, which I still, we always preach just do something 2 weeks in a row, then go to something else and come back to it.
Yep.
But yeah, try hanging your stuff from the top of the rack, especially with that squat and your deadlift. It's kind of it's the same kind of philosophy. You're trying to max out your lockout, but instead of the tension being what's maxing you out, it's your bar weight that's doing it, because it's lighter at the bottom.
Yeah, it's been a while since I've done reverse bands. It's been a while since I've done band work. I've been training basically almost pure raw. I haven't even put knee sleeves on in I don't even know, almost a year.
You should just come get you some pure raw records now.
There you go.
I gotta have that belt on eventually, man. My back, it's still be aching.
Well, y'all 198 boys, some killers though. That weight class is stacked.
There's a lot of competition in the 198 class.
all of y'all need to get together for a meet and just duke it out. Open. It was supposed to happen this year, and everybody dropped out in October.
Yeah, that's true.
Or last year, 2018. But
That would be cool.
yeah, I say just start calling people out. Don Craig, Brandon Arthur's calling you out. Burleson, Brandon's calling you out. Stephen Archer.
I'm not that kind of guy. And Stephen Archer, he's a animal. So.
Oh yeah.
Guy competes from 165 to like 275. He's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, catch him at any weight class.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude's a freak.
Yep.
Brandon, is there anything you'd like to say before we wrap this thing up?
I think that's it. And I guess I'll see you guys in October.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I got one more question for you. If you could give advice to anyone trying to hit elite, or just advice in powerlifting in general, what's your best advice?
Stay healthy.
Ladies and gentlemen, don't get no easier than that.
Or just cut weight classes until you get it.
Until you hit it.
Yeah, just keep losing weight till you get small enough to hit it.
There you go.
I'm going down to 132.
Yeah. Oh, man. Well, congratulations, Brandon, man. Seriously, a lot of hard work got put in. Congrats on hitting it. I know it's a good feeling.
Yep.
And enjoy the time off program, and just do what you want for a little bit.
Go eat some more pizza.
That's the goal.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is the one and the only Brandon Arthur coming in with the elite total, coming in straight off the press. This man is calling for the triple body weight squat, possibly in October. It's Halloween. The man's going to be squatting more than a skeleton. Ladies and gentlemen, see you on the next one.
We're out of here.
Up next is the very first Iron Girl Powerlifting Championships. The all-female event will be held at CrossFit Bang Bang in Easley, South Carolina on June 8th. Come out to support all these strong ladies, and if you happen to be one yourself, sign up for the competition at ironboypowerlifting.com.
Please subscribe and thank you for listening. Be sure to follow @CheckMyTotal on Instagram for all the latest updates.